Hello and welcome back to PGSN. My name is Sean Guyman and I'll be commentating the match between the Pleasant Grove Vikings and the Timpanogos Timberwolves. This is currently the JV match and we will be starting in just a short minute as they finish setting up, and I will be right back with you when that starts. All right, starting off with this first match. I'm not entirely sure who's starting. Give me one moment. All right, starting off with pretty strong on both sides. Lots of hand fighting. That will be a 3-point takedown for, looks like Pleasant Grove. Or sorry, 2. Got him in a cradle position. On top, trying to get that cradle again. Getting him locked in, and that will be a pin for Pleasant Grove, leading 6 points. And looks like we'll be doing 1 minute periods here.
Up now we have Chris Orabaza and Orion Tornado.
Next up is
On deck we
Chris
have Peter
and
Rodriguez and Pleasant Grove's backer Nevesign, and the host Taylor Kikoski and Carson Cooper.
going for that single leg grab, wrapping around, almost keeping him in pin position, but that will be a 3-point takedown. And then locked on his stomach. That will be a 1-point escape for Timp. And out of bounds. With 11 seconds left on the clock. Starting back in neutral position. With the single leg grab going into the double leg grab. But Timp is having a strong sprawl, and that will be the end of the first period. Starting in a neutral position with Ryan grabbing the leg grab, double leg grabs, leading into a 3-point takedown. Currently leading 6-1 in individual points. Going for the currently in near fall position, trying to get those extra points. And that will be a pin, bringing PG up to 12-0. Looks like next up will be Packer Nettesheim versus not entirely sure who is going for Timpanogos.
Up now we have backer Nevesign and Peter Rodriguez. On deck Carson Cooper and Taylor Kikoski.
This will be the 126 match. All right, 1 minute on the clock. That will start now. Both to be pretty aggressive with their movements, trying to get that control over the other. Lots of hand fighting. And Packer going for the leg grab, but just barely missing it. Both almost getting that takedown, but just barely missing, going out of bounds. Six seconds left on the clock. And that will be the end of the first period. Both 0-0.
Okay, we're going to start doing the extra matches upstairs on the balcony. So all extras, report up there. Jamie will be down there with me, man.
Starting that second period, both in neutral position. Power going for the leg grab, getting it, but Timpanogos just barely getting away. Power going for the leg grab, wrapping around, and that will be a 3-point takedown. And that will be the end of the second period. So sorry about the technical difficulties. Packer chooses a bottom position, trying to get that one escape point. Packer finding his grasp, but not being able to get, not just yet. And that will be the one escape point. Pair going for that single leg grab, reaching into his double, but it was just barely sprawling enough to be able to escape. Almost a reversal, but getting back up on his feet. That will be a 3-point takedown for Packer, bringing him up to 7-0 in personal points, and that will be the pin. Next up will be the 132 weight class with Ian Park. I'm so sorry, not Ian Park. All right, starting off this match. Both to an aggressive start. Timpanogos going for the leg, but just barely missing it. And that will be out of bounds. 1 minute, 4 seconds left on the clock. Both 0-0. That will be a double leg grab for Pleasant Grove. That will be a 3-point takedown. Slamming him down on the ground. That will be a 1-point escape. Pleasant Grove currently with the single leg grab, but Timpanogos getting into a cradle position, leading for a 3-point takedown. And that will be the end of the first period. Currently Pleasant Grove at 6 and Timpanogos at 1. Pleasant Grove's choice, he chooses to defer, leading to Timpanogos choosing to be in a bottom position. And looks like we'll be going with 1.5 minute periods. Pleasant Grove currently keeping a tight hold around him. Almost leading to the escape, but just barely not being able to get out of his grasp. On the ground, trying to rotate him over to get that pin, but currently finding just too much to be able to get it. That'll be 4-point, or yeah, 4-point Ryan time, currently leading Pleasant Grove 7-6. Timpanogos going for that ankle grab, but currently Pleasant Grove with the single leg grab. Almost looks like a high C. And that'll be the end of the second period. Pleasant Grove chooses a bottom position, currently leading into the third period. And that'll be out of bounds. Currently 51 seconds left on the clock. Pleasant Grove leading 7-6. Going back to a bottom position. Sorry, starting in neutral position. Timpanogos trying to go for those leg grabs, but just barely missing. And that will be back out of bounds. Pleasant Grove being 8-6 after getting that escape point earlier. That will be a 3-point takedown for Timpanogos just at the end, bringing them 9-6, leading into a decision win for Timpanogos, bringing the score to 18-3. For this next match, it will be, looks like Kenneth Condor for Pleasant Grove. For weight class 138. Kenneth going for the leg grab, just barely missing. Going for the fakes. And going for the high C. And that will be a 3-point takedown for Kenneth Condor. Going for the cradle hold. Swinging him around. Trying to wrap around. almost flipping him over. That will be one escape point for Timpanogos. Timpanogos with the 2-leg grab, going down for a, almost getting that takedown, but not quite, and that will be that takedown. Being scored to 4-3 for Timpanogos, and that will be the end of the first period. Timpanogos will choose to defer. Kenneth choosing a bottom position. Kenneth's getting a strong lead, but not being able to escape, and that will be the one escape point, bringing the score tied at 4 points. Kenneth going for the leg grab, just barely missing. Swinging around to the back. That will be a 3-point takedown. Currently going for around the head hook, but just missing it, leading to a 1-point escape for Timpanogos, bringing them back to neutral position. Kenneth going for the grab, getting the overhead hook, bring him onto his shoulders. That will be a 2-point reversal. And that will be the end of the second period, bringing the score to 10-6 for Pleasant Grove. Timpanogos choosing a bottom position, trying to get that escape point, but Kenneth Condor keeping a strong hold. That will be a 1-point escape for Timpanogos. Currently leading 10-9. Kenneth with the takedown for 3 points. And 4 riding time, bringing it 16-10. Just barely staying in bounds, holding him down with 3 seconds left. 1, and that will be the end of the second period. Currently leading 16-10 points, Kenneth Condor. Kenneth Condor with the decision win, currently bringing points to 21-10. this next match will be Carson Broderick for Vikings, and I'm so sorry about Timpanogos names. I have not been able to quite hear them properly. But this will be all right. Starting this first period. Timpanogos with the double leg grab, clambering down for a three-point takedown for Timpanogos, and 4 points riding time, leading to 7 points in total for Timpanogos and a 1-point escape for Carson. And that'll be a 3-point takedown again, leading 10-1 Timpanogos. And that'll be one more escape point. Carson going with the single leg grab, but Timpanogos gained that cradle position, wrapping around. That'll be a 3-point takedown. Ten seconds left on the clock. Going for the double leg grab, but that will be the end of the first period. Currently, Timpanogos leading 13-3 against Carson. Timpanogos with the choice. They will choose to be in a bottom position. Carson on top, bring him straight down. But that will be one escape point for Timpanogos. Timpanogos going with the single leg grab, bringing him down for takedown. And it's like just the 3-point takedown and 4 points riding time. And that to a technical fall for Timpanogos. Bring their team's score to, I believe it'll be 8-21. All right, starting off this match. I'm so sorry, that will actually be a pin for the last match, bringing the score 9-21. Timpanogos with the high C, going into a double leg grab. Not quite being able to get that takedown. Pleasant Grove with the overhead hook, swinging him around, but again, not quite getting that. But then that will actually be the 3-point takedown for Pleasant Grove. And a 2-point reversal, leading 5-0. Reaching for those wrists, trying to keep him from being able to move. But Timpanogos picking up a fight. That will be the end of the first period. Currently, Pleasant Grove leading 5-0 in personal points. Pleasant Grove with the choice, choosing to defer, and Timpanogos choosing a neutral position. Pleasant Grove with the single leg grab. Him down. And that will be the pin for Pleasant Grove. Bringing the score 27-9. Starting off this next match. Currently both in neutral position, but Timpanogos with the double leg grab. Trying to slam him down, but not quite getting it, and that will be a 3-point takedown. Really trying to flip him over, getting him on his back, and that will be a pin for Timpanogos. That will be a win, leading the points 15-27 for Timpanogos. Next up will be Murari Perez. Starting off this first period, sorry. Right, pushing both of them out of bounds with a minute 21 left on the clock, going back in a neutral position. Right, trying to wrap his leg around, but again, pushing them out of bounds. Currently 0-0 for both teams. And that will be out of bounds once again. Both quite aggressive fighting towards the start of the match. But that will be Mirai with a double leg grab, Timpanogos sprawling. And that will be Mirai with a takedown. And 3 near fall points, bringing Pleasant Grove 6-0 in personal points. And that will be the end of the first period. Timpanogos with the choice. That will be Mirai in a bottom position, Timpanogos on top. Mirai swinging around, getting that 1-point escape. Mirai going for a double leg grab, pushing them both out of bounds, leaving 1:07 left on the clock. Both in a neutral position. Mirai with the swing down, bringing him into another 3-point takedown. Grabbing around his waist and his leg, trying to flip it around, but not quite. Grabbing both wrists. And flipping him over onto his back, trying to get that. And that will be the pin for Mirai. Main points 33-15 with that fall win. Next up is Bridger Anderson for Pleasant Grove, and I believe Riker, I didn't catch his last name, but Riker versus Bridger for this next match. All right, starting off this match between Bridger and Riker. Bridger with the leg grab, swinging him around for the 3-point takedown and out of bounds. One minute left on the clock. Or 1:14. Bridger on a top position, Riker on the bottom. Currently still Bridger in control, but Riker keeping up a good fight. Pleasant Grove currently leading 3-0 in personal points. Trying to go into a cradle position for Bridger, but not being able to get it, so swinging him back around. Swinging around, grabbing his leg and arm, trying to flip him over. Almost getting on his back, but just barely only on his side. That will be flipping him over. And that will be the end of that first period with a 4-point riding time, or near fall, sorry. Pleasant Grove with the choice, which is to defer. 7-0 individual points. But pausing for a quick break for a bloody nose, it seems like. Alright, back to the match. Minute 30 on the clock for period 2. Bridger swinging him down with arm grab, but Timpanogos gained the 2 legs and pushing him out of bounds. Currently still 7-0 for Pleasant Grove for individual points, both lean back to a neutral position. Bridger with the leg grab, swinging him onto the ground, and that will be a 3-point takedown. 10-0. Currently on his back, and that will be the pin for Pleasant Grove into a 6-point fall win. Bridger gained that fall. Bringing the points 39-15 for Pleasant Grove. Next up will be Carter Davidson. All right, starting off this match. And that will be out of bounds. Carter wrapping around his head, trying to get control. Not quite being able to get it. Carter going for the fake twice, 3 times. Both putting up a good fight. Almost going out of bounds, but just keeping it in. Around his neck. And that will be out of bounds once again. 34 seconds left on the clock, going back to Mel for a neutral position. Carter going for the fake immediately. Going for the legs and out of bounds. Timpanogos going for the leg grab, just barely missing it. Both staying in a neutral position. Carter going for the leg grab. And that will be the end of the first period. Pleasant Grove with the choice, chooses to defer it. And Tim going for neutral position. Timpanogos almost being able to go for that leg grab, but just getting his arm stuck around Carter's neck.
So on that kill here on the main mat, on deck,
Carter going for the double leg grab, pushing them just barely out of bounds. 58 seconds left on the clock. Both tied 0-0. Timpanogos going for the leg grab twice, not being able to get Carter wrapping around, and that will be a 3-point takedown. And a 1-point escape for Timpanogos, bringing the score 3-1 for individual points. 20 seconds left on the clock for the second period. Carter going for the leg grab, missing it. Timpanogos going for the grab around, but fumbling over. Neither of them quite being able to get any points. Carter getting him on his back. And that'll be the end of the second period, leading into a 3-point takedown. Looks like 4-point riding time. Going into the third period, Carter Davidson on a bottom position and getting that 2-point reversal, leading it 13-1. And Carter getting the fall, leading to Pleasant Grove, being now 45-15. All right, starting off this next match. Both starting off strong neutral position. Timpanogos going for the leg grab, but Pleasant Grove just barely moving out of the way. Going for the double leg grab on Pleasant Grove. Not quite being able to get the takedown. And that will be a 3-point takedown for Timpanogos.
Taylor! Josh! Josh Terry!
Alright, so sorry about that mute. Currently we have 23 seconds left on the clock, leading to a 1-point escape for Pleasant Grove, leading it 1-3. And that will be the end of the first period. Currently, Timpanogos leading 3-0. Timpanogos with the choice, they choose to defer, and Pleasant Grove will choose a bottom position.
One escape. Start it. Makes it 3-2.
And that will actually be a 1-point escape, leading 2-3 for Pleasant Grove. That will be Timpanogos with a 3-point takedown. Currently have a overhead hook, sorry. But now wrapping around his shoulder and arm. Pleasant Grove trying to grab that leg, but just barely missing it. And that will be a pause on time at 1 minute 28 seconds. Sorry, 1 minute actually. Really looks like a quick timeout talking to coaches. And that will be back to the second period. Pleasant Grove on a bottom position, Timpanogos on top. Pleasant Grove almost getting up, being able to get his knees up, but just barely being taken down again. 30 seconds left on the clock. Ten seconds left. And that will be the end of the second period. Currently, Timpanogos leading 6-2 in personal points. Timpanogos with the choice, and they will choose a neutral position. Currently, Timpanogos is looking like a strong lead here, possibly leading to a decision win. But currently both of them neutral position. Timpanogos trying to pull him down, but Pleasant Grove keeping just a good stance and breaking that grasp. Timpanogos with the attempted leg grab, but just barely not being able to get it. And that will be Timpanogos with a 3-point takedown, bringing it 9-2. Currently 40 seconds left on the clock. That will be a 2-point reversal for Pleasant Grove, bring it to 4-9. And that will be the end of third period, ultimately leading into a decision win for Timpanogos, bringing the score 18-45. Seems like that might be the end of... Alright, that will be the end of this JV match. Thank you guys all for coming and watching. Alright, and make sure to tune in at 6:30 for the Pleasant Grove versus Timpanogos varsity match. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you then.